Coming at you live from my home studio in beautiful La Puente, California. This is the All Dodgers podcast. Yeah, that's right. I still haven't. I got to fix the soundboard. I forgot to unplug things, and then it's not getting power. So we will be back on the post-game show with the soundboard
Coming
working.
at you live
from
my home studio in beautiful La Puente.
Listen, we're starting over here. Coming at you live from my home studio in beautiful La Puente, California. This is the All Dodgers podcast. And yeah, it is your NLDS Game 1 primer. We got a roster that dropped today just minutes ago. So we got some reactions here. Producer Kevin cannot join us on the stream today. He had some doggo issues. Hopefully, maybe later on during the post-game show. Not too sure, but there will be a post-game show, and there will be a Dodger game, and there better be a Dodger win today. So let's jump into it, guys. Let's get into it. Jump into the chat. Let's talk about this roster. This kind of, I'm calling it a surprise roster. I didn't think the team would have the cojones to do what it did, being that Joe Kelly is not on the roster. So we're going to get in that in a second. I see the chat already going off. No Kelly. It's what we wanted. It's not having Joe Kelly on this roster is going to feed families. I'm telling you straight up right now. But guys, quick things. I'm Clint Pasillas. Find me as RealFRG on social media. If you don't know those things, follow me there if you like things. If not, cool. Give the channel a subscribe. Give the channel a thumbs up. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Give the video a thumbs up if you're happy Joe Kelly is not on this roster. But let's get straight into it, guys. That's the wrong one. That's also the wrong one. I don't have the right buttons. Here it is. And I forgot to put the stupid. Listen. There's a lot of things that changed last minute on me here. But boom, we got a roster. The important thing is we got a roster, and it's not at all what we. Is this the one? There's the one I wanted. There it is. We'll lock in here. It's not what we expected. The Dodgers dropped their 26-man roster for this NLDS against the Padres. What do you guys think? What do I think about it? I mean, I don't. Right off the bat, not a fan of Michael Grove on there. I understand why you go to Michael Grove on this roster. Ideally, he's somebody who can get you one or two innings. When he's right, he has been pretty nasty for this team. But give me a Kasparius. Maybe give me a Wrobleski. Maybe I wouldn't be opposed with the Wrobleski, considering he's another lefty, but still, no major ill qualms on my part when you're looking at this roster. You gotta love Edgardo Henriquez being on the roster. That's huge. Of course, listen, we'll break it down. There's a lot of little moving pieces here. The pitching is the most important thing to focus in on. Dry Protoss says Kevin is slacking. Larry Scott's checking in from La Puente as well, or just bringing up my La Puente. Noah's in the live chat, by the way. Shout out Noah joining us in the live chat. Hope you guys like the new looking scene as well. The Dodgers made it square. I was hoping it would be the long what are we looking for? The long graphic, but the wide graphic, but they didn't do that. Dry Protoss bringing up or asking, Robo is a rookie, or saying, and you're going to throw him into the postseason as a rookie. Listen, pitchers are rookies. Teams have gone with rookies in the past. I wouldn't be terribly opposed one way or another. Give me him over Michael Grove. I think that's the only like big question I would have about this roster, about this 26-man roster decisions. No Kevin Kiermaier. No. That's about it on the position player side. Chris Taylor's in there. Your boy Andy Pajes is in there. Of course, everybody else is who you'd expect it to be. You have Freddie Freeman nursing the injury. You have Miguel Rojas nursing his own injury as well. It's a good-looking roster. The pitching side, again, not at all a shock. At all, in my opinion. It's not a shock at all to see Joe Kelly off of this roster. But I'm going to pause for a second here as Alex Renteria bringing up a really good point that the Henriquez addition is huge. He basically fills in to Brusdar Gratterall's spot. So Baby Bazooka gets his moment to shine. But I got to tell you real quick, I got to tell you about Bet Online. It's the number one, the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for everything football. You could also use it for baseball. Bet Online has every stat, every matchup, even live odds and spreads during the games. So check that out. If you think you know your stuff, they got a $200,000 mega contest going on right now. You can pick 5 games against the spread every week for your chance at weekly prizes and a share of $200K. If the game is over, head on over to their online casino. Get in on a game of blackjack. There's poker. There's over 150 slot games available at your fingertips there, so you can head to the website today. Get in on the action. Bet online. The game starts here. Diane says you guys got to mash that thumbs up button. I got to agree, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. It's in the wrong spot. Listen, this was a last-minute addition. The way I put the scene or this screen together, but we're here. We're living through it. And again, let's just go down your list here. Anthony Banda and Alex Vesia are your lefties. You got your righty high leverage guys at the back end of the bullpen with Kopech, with Phillips, Blake Trinan, Ryan Brazier is in there. He's somebody who could also be a potential opener for this team. And, of course, your starting pitchers, Jack Flaherty, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Walker Buehler, Landon Knack, they're all in there. Danny Hudson's in there. He was another one of those guys that was maybe a little bit of a question mark. If they decided to go the Kasperius route, and maybe there will be a Kasperius sighting in a different series, in the next series, Maybe you see something like him or Wrobleski where they need a little more length, but this is who we got to get us through the Padres in the NLDS. I see people talking about their predictions. I do want more series predictions here. I already dropped mine. Alex backing me up here says the Dodgers in 4. I got Dodgers in 4. The Dodgers will win in San Diego, and they got to do it that way. Teoscar Hernandez, of course, in your outfield, along with Mookie Betts, who's kind of going to maybe be an everyman if they need him, could play some second base. He has been working out at shortstop like we talked about last night on the show. Gavin Lux in there at second base. Max Muncy at third. Again, no surprises. Austin Barnes, Will Smith rounding out your catchers there. But if we're asking, do we like it? Do we hate it? I like this roster. I think it's as good as it could be, considering the injuries, the struggles, the missing pieces. No Glasnow, no Kyle Hurt, no. I'm spitting random names here. Of course, no Kershaw on the roster as well. Not at all a surprise there, but some people tweeted about no Kershaw on the roster. Again, Chris Taylor on the roster, just because I see the name. I'm just kind of bouncing around here when I see the names. Chris Taylor on over Kevin Kiermaier, which is the right call. Richard Flores, bong, because I still don't have my soundboard, with the $1.99 super chat saying Grove made it. Somebody needs to fold the towels. He's the towel boy, is Michael Grove. I don't have my shots ready. It's also not even noon yet, so maybe I shouldn't do shots on Saturday. Post-game show, we'll do some shots. But there's your roster, guys. Again, no shockers, no surprises. It's a roster that is the best that this team has to try to down these Padres in 5 games. I'm saying it's in 4 games. Still waiting next for the lineup. You should not see any sort of shocks when it comes to the lineup. Shohei at the top, Mookie, Freddie, Teo, Will Smith, Max Muncy in there. You're in a good spot. You got the best people you can have in this Dodgers lineup. Let's find some more comments here real quick. Sorry, this thing's being a little wonky on me. MX Master says, love Dodgers are the underdogs in this. All he sees is the Padres, a favorite amongst the prognosticators, the talking heads here. Listen, we love a good underdog story. The Padres are a very, very good ball club. They got vibes. They've got momentum coming out of that wild card series. They got Manny Machado had a phenomenal second half of the season. Ringworm Tatis doing big things in the postseason, as he usually tends to do. I said last night, one of the guys I really will hate to see beat this team, but he's done it so much in the past. Jake Cronenworth, I'm watching. I've got my eye on Jake Cronenworth when it comes to the Dodgers, playing against the Dodgers in the postseason. But Craig Osterberg, by the way, predicting a sweep. I'm hoping it's a Dodger sweep, Craig. Yeah. Joe Pulliam Matthias says, I have not been this, it says miss. I'm assuming this puckered about a postseason series, and I can't tell you how long. Listen, if we weren't feeling some sort of way, then there's no point in watching baseball. You got to feel the pain. You got to feel something when it comes to postseason baseball. In a little bit, I'll be feeling some drinks in the back of my throat and being happy about that. Pause. Let's see. JR in the comments saying the front office sets the vibes, and having Michael Grove on there ready to eat up innings says they expect a blowout game. Hopefully, they expect a blowout game in the good way, the right way. Dodgers blowing out, and him needing to eat a couple innings. He kind of fills that Honey, the not Rick Honeycutt, but the Brent Honeywell role that he had for a good majority of the season. Somebody who can come in, maybe pick up the final 3 innings of a blowout one way or the other. Save your bullpen, save some bullets, I guess we'll say, when it comes to the bullpen. So Denny Cortez just got her heart rate down, and now it's spiking again, which should be. We are, 6 hours away from first pitch, 6 hours away from Dylan Cease versus Yamamoto. Let's pause on that for a second. We do have some calls that I didn't get to, voicemails from last night's show. We will be talking about the pitching matchup in just a second, but I wanted to make sure everybody has their voice heard as we head into this series. So I don't know who this is, but it's a shorty. Let's listen to whoever this is on the voicemail real quick.
Mr. Pacias. This is I Survived the McCourt Era at YouTube.com. I think Dave should lock all the players up in a room and have them watch on a loop the first inning of the 2020 NLCS against the Atlanta Braves, just on repeat. Just that first inning.
That's fair. Or watch them get beat in what was it? Watch the first inning of the first game last year. Know what not to do. Know how to not get your ass beat in embarrassing fashion. I've said it time and time again already. I said at first it was Flaherty when we said Flaherty was starting game 1. Now it's Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Yama needs to go out there, post a 1-2-3 inning, strike these fuckers out, and Shohei Ohtani needs to get the crowd in it very, very early with a double, with a homer. He needs to get on base. If he walks or a single, he needs to steal second base. Whatever it is, get that crowd going, because Dodger Stadium crowd, you need to. I've been barking about this. I grow wary. I get tired of. And somebody had responded to me on Twitter about this as well. Like, when things aren't going perfect at Dodger Stadium for the team, the fan base kind of, you could feel there's a palpable level of uncomfort. It's quiet at the stadium. This team needs to give the crowd a reason to be excited. And they need to do it quick. They need to do it early. We got another call here. This is looks like Jesus calling in. Let's listen.
Hey, this is Jesus. I just wanted to say that I think the Dodgers were gonna win it all this year. And honestly, I really hate the Padres, so I really hope we beat them so we can shut their fans up. And and I hope we resign Teo, because Teo's one hell of a player, and we need him. We need him on this team. And we need a win, but you know what? We got to go win this whole thing. So let's go. Let's go Dodgers.
There we go. We got a call there from Jesus. Appreciate you calling in. Go win it. What did we say last night? Only one thing left to do is go out there and win the whole fucking thing. Give Teoscar Hernandez more reasons to want to stay here, which he already says he's very, very clear at the fact that he wants to stay here. Give him all that love, give him that excitement, give him a World Series, and then, hey, let's run it back. But one game at a time, one series at a time, Yoshi has to shove against these Padres. We got another call here. I think it's a first-time caller, hopefully long-time listener. Let's hear what we got.
What's up, Clint? What's up, Dodgers? Fans, it's 5:44 in the morning. Saturday, the day of game number 1 against the Padres. So, apologize, I know I'm all over the place. I'm not nervous. I feel like the Dodgers have had these expectations for the last decade. They know what it is to succeed, and sadly, or whatever you want to call it, they also know what it is like to fail. I think the Padres are not considered the underdog, but I don't think they're the favorite. I think these teams are two evenly matched teams, and it'll be interesting, man. I have a lot of confidence. I think Shohei, Teo are going to be our big contributing factors to us winning the series. I think we have the series before. But also, too, I think we're going to see Walker fucking Buehler show up. And, yes, I have a lot of faith in Yamamoto and Flaherty, but I got to give it to Knack. I think Knack is going to be he's going to be an unsung hero, or maybe a sung hero. I don't know. Anyways, best of luck, guys. Let's go, Dodgers.
Let's go. Great call there. Love the sneaky Landon Knack pick, and I think I was starting on a Landon Knack kind of he wouldn't be an X factor sort of thing, but more of he could do something sneaky. He could kind of show up and unexpectedly, pull the rug out from under the Padres or from a team this postseason. So love to hear some Knack love in there. Love to hear some Walker Buehler love in there, because I do think we see some good things, some big things out of Butane here. We'll be starting on the road in San Diego in Game 3, presuming they do go that route, which they will. But listen, Walker's been there. He's done that. I feel really good about Walker Buehler. I also saw another comment saying about the last 2 years, probably haven't been as confident. I've said, I feel good about the team. I think they would advance. This time, I really feel it deep down in my cockles, my subcockle region. There's something good about this team. Dave Roberts said it today as well, or I think yesterday. There's something good, and I mean, he says it every year, where this is the best Dodgers team they've had, and you could argue the 111-win 2022 team was better. This has got different pieces. It's got vibes. They've got guys who are willing to not just swing for the fences on every pitch, on every every opportunity to play at the bat. Sorry, I'm getting hyped about this. I want baseball to be here already, a few hours away. But they have a different mentality. I really do think they have a different mentality, and the ability that we saw over the last couple of months for this team to show up late in the game and change the complexity of a game. I mean, I go back to the last game I went to where Mookie walked it off against the Rockies at home. I mean, they were down 4-0 early in that game and just slowly chipped away. Big time 2-run homer by Kike Hernandez in the 7th to set up what was a game-tying homer from Shohei and then a walk-off homer from Mookie. But it was everybody doing a little bit of something in that lineup. Let's see. Let's get a couple comments here, and then we'll fire off the last few voicemails. Guys, I will have the voicemail hotline open for the post-game show tonight as well, so call during the game. Hopefully call right at the end of the game, and I want some people's thoughts. Keep them tight, keep them concise, so we can get a bunch of calls in here. Goat Yachty, our guy Matt, says he almost likes a Game 3 Landon Knack, but maybe he's crazy. Don't be shocked if they decide to do something crazy, do something a little bit different. Maybe Knack is sort of like an opener. I think it really depends on, well, of course it depends on the first 2 games, but Walker Buehler's got to get a start. If they're down 2, we're not even going to go there. It's going to be Walker Buehler in Game 3. I'm not even going to start to slightly go there. Joel Rodriguez says, we win, great. If we lose, just remember we didn't have Glasnow or Stone. Pitching rules in the postseason, and that's why y'all are nervous. Go Dodgers and Big Dick Buehler. Yeah, I mean, once again, they don't have all the pieces that they want. You don't have Glass now. Gavin Stone was so goddamn important to this team. You don't have a healthy Clayton Kershaw as well. Walker Buehler struggled all season long. It's far from an ideal situation, but it's still leaps and bounds better than they were last year, where he ran out the ghost of Clayton Kershaw's shoulder, Bobby Miller with his, the deer in the headlights look, and god-awful Lance Lynn. Now at least you have two guys that some people can consider an ace with Yamamoto and Jack Flaherty, guys who can perform, have performed in the past. So I feel a lot better, and I really like this bullpen. I like this offense, and I feel phenomenal when you got Shohei Ohtani at the top of the lineup. Let's go to another call here. This one I just missed. Oh, yeah, Alexander Rose called in last night during the stream. I just didn't get to it, but let's listen to Alex real quick on the voicemail hotline.
Yo, what's good, Clint? Alexander Rose. You know me, remember? Old Dodger films, but I hope you're doing good, man. I see you crushing it with the podcast. I'm so proud of you, man. Love watching every one of these episodes, breaking down the Dodger games and everything going down. Now, look, I'm going to be honest. This Padres bullpen doesn't scare me. If you look at the ERAs of some of those guys coming out of the last 2 weeks, a lot of them are above 4 to 5 ERA, you know? And at the end of the day, I really think this is really going to come down to the Dodgers offense. That will be the biggest factor out of both teams. We know the Padres hitting is going to show up. We know that they're going to try to fight. We know their pitchers are going to try to go out there and give all that they can now that Joe's out. And the bullpen, you know, I think they're on fumes, honestly. I think they're on fumes. And I think that's where we're going to get them in these late innings, long innings. And I think we're going to be all right, man. I truly think we're going to be all right. And once we make it past this Padres team, yeah, Dodgers are going to have a chip on their shoulder, and I think they're just going to cruise right to the World Series, honestly. I truly believe it. I feel it. All right, man. I'll catch you later. Peace.
My guy, Alex, I do know that guy back in the day. If you guys go in the Wayback Machine, way back machine, I did play a few games with Bobby Crosby and all them at Dodger Films. I couldn't get up early in the mornings for these things. I had better things to do on the weekends. But I remember Alex, man. He was there in the early times of Dodger Films, back before any of them started getting any sort of gifts from the man. Anyway, I'm not going to get into a whole bunch of crap there. But let's focus on the important things. The Padres bullpen, yeah, they've had to work 2 more games at the bare minimum if we're looking at the wild card series. So good stuff there from our guy Alex. Jason Ray was really, really good for this team, but he also gave up a big-time homer to Michael Harris of the Braves. Tanner Scott, we've seen the Dodgers get to Tanner Scott. And this is a team that this Dodgers team loves getting it going late in games as well. So try to just keep the game close. This is something Scott Gearman and I think Scott's live right now as well. We talked about on our Wednesday show was, just keep the game close. That's all the Dodgers got to do. Keep the game close for the first 5 or 6 innings, 5 innings, and then good things will happen. JR agreeing with Alex, saying that he's right. If the Dodgers can get past the NLDS, no one is stopping them. I mean, I hope. I'm taking it one series at a time, guys. I can't look ahead to what may come with the Phillies, to what may come with if the Mets somehow overtake the Phillies. Let's just beat the Padres and we'll go from there. And try to stay healthy while doing it, because last time, in 21, the Dodgers beat the Giants, but it kind of came at all costs. One more call, and then we'll look at this pitching matchup, do some predictions, and get the hell out of here. But I got to hear from our guy Calvin the GOAT about this about the series.
Hey Clint, it's Calvin. Username Calvin the GOAT. So I just looked at the postseason roster. Why the hell is Michael Grove on the roster? Buddy is ass. Like, I'm so tired of him. Like, does he have like a 4.56 ERA? In how many innings? Like, one of the worst ERAs in Dodgers history. He just isn't a good player. Like, I don't know why they keep pushing him. Why not Baker Farias? he can do the long, like the long man role as well and actually be good at it. We know that when Michael Grove does more than one inning, he gets absolutely annihilated the second time around. So I just don't get that. Happy to have Enriquez. Happy to not see Joe Kelly. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still confident we're gonna win this. I'm thinking my hopium is that Michael Grove is only in when we're up 6-0 or we're down 6-0. Anyway, what do you think of the roster, Clint? Hope you have a good stream tonight, and I'm looking forward to getting the dub and beating the fucking Padres. Let's go. Peace out.
Calvin the GOAT, appreciate that. Hype from the calls here. Appreciate you guys calling in the voicemail hotline. Frankie appreciates that we take calls from the fans. Listen, we're here, Frankie. I want to hear from people. I don't want this just to be a one-sided show, just sharing my opinions or me sugarcoating things, or what do they call it, blowing smoke up people's ass. No, I want to know how people feel, and then we'll react to what those callers have to say about this team. And right now, generally, I think we have some pretty good vibes about this ball club. Now, that very, very much could change in about 7 hours, 6 hours from now. But let's pretend we feel good about things right now. I see a bong. I'm going to get the board going real quick. Richie Flores, $1.99 Super Chat says, you're calling out Rizzo on her pick, right? Right. So I did talk about Alana's reported pick. Listen, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the pick. Where did she do this? Somebody told me it was like on ESPN or something like that. I don't know where she made the pick. I know it wasn't on Dodgers territory on Thursday. I don't think it was on Foul. I don't think it was on MLB Network. So if somebody could tell me where this was, I don't want to bother her about it. But listen, she's also national media. She does work MLB Network. And she's been afraid. She's been afraid of this team, of this Padres team, for quite some time. If you guys have been watching Dodgers territory, she has not hidden the fact that she knows the Padres are a very, very good team. So if she feels that, I feel Dodgers in 4. And we have something to talk about on Monday's edition of Dodgers Territory. I will. Denny says to text her. I'm going to text her during the game today and kind of see where we're at. Hopefully the Dodgers are ahead. Hopefully the Dodgers are leading. Like Lindsay Travis says here in the chat, hopefully our pets' heads are not falling off in this series. Let's fucking go. But I will get to the bottom of this whole Padres pick reported. So apparently it was on MLB Network, same people. Says folks, it was on MLB Network on High Heat. So YOLO, I guess. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun when the Dodgers win, though. I'm gonna be throwing it in their face, be like, fucking, how about them Dodgers, huh? On this Dodgers show. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying not to be crazy about it. Chris Villalobos says getting her face. Listen. Your boy's an Android boy through and through. Won't be FaceTiming. But anyways, Kevin Uhas made it, and that's perfect time. Guys, let's talk about the pitching matchup, then some final thoughts, and we'll get out of here. But it is Dylan Cease of the Padres going against Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the prize offseason acquisition on the pitching side for the Dodgers. Not the first time these two have faced each other's teams. I don't think they – was it Cease and Yamamoto? No, it was Cease and Flaherty at Dodger Stadium, if I'm not mistaken. But getting to the important notes, the important numbers. Dylan Cease is 1-1 with a 2.61 ERA in his career against the Dodgers, including he hasn't pitched as well at Dodger Stadium. It's a 4.35 ERA. I think it's I forgot what the numbers were. I didn't get that. He also had the 3 earned at Dodger Stadium over 5 in September. So, listen, use that magic. Use Dodger Stadium. Get the crowd hyped, get Dylan Cease rattled, make him like what was it back in the day? Damn, I can't think of his name. The guy who used to rock back and forth and then he dropped the ball. Anyways, you guys probably don't. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Johnny Cueto. Johnny Cueto got rattled in Pittsburgh, and he dropped the baseball. Listen, get to cease early. That's what you got to do. Yamamoto, of course, against the Padres, the numbers are very skewed. He has 2 starts in his career against the Padres, one of those being that awful MLB debut, 5 earned runs over an inning in Korea. That's a wash. That's a wash. I don't count that. I count his 3 earned over 5 earlier this year when he faced the that's right, he did not face the Padres in September. So it was like June or July in that other series I was talking about with Cease Flaherty. Sorry, I have to correct myself sometimes here when I think of what I'm trying to remember. But Yamamoto's been very good at Dodger Stadium. 2.98 ERA over 45 and a third innings. It's 9 starts. He's been a lot better there. He also pitches better in the evening. So you got your ace. You got the guy that you went out, you paid the most money ever to a free agent pitcher, committed $325 million to this dude to be your game 1 starter, to be your ace. Yamamoto needs to show it. He says he's healthy. He says he wants to help this team win. I don't know, talking about, maybe him tipping pitches. All of that's got to be off the table. He's got to be ready to go. That shoulder's got to be together. He's got to be ready to post 5 or 6 innings. Make a statement here. The same way you did against them Yankees in June or May or whenever it was. You got to make a statement here. Yamamoto needs to, the same way Michael King made a statement in his first start with the Padres in that wild card series. This is Yama's turn to make a statement to not just the Dodgers, not just the Dodgers fans, but to the world. You gotta do it. You gotta go out there and you gotta shove and show this team why you're worth all that money. Show the fan base why you're worth all that money. But guys, what's a score prediction? That's what I want to know. I Dodgers win. I got Dodgers win. I've got 6-2. I think the Dodgers down the Padres today 6-2. That's what I'm going with. I'm writing it down so we can remember for the post-game show. We'll be live here again right after the game. A lot of people will be live. I'm here. You're here. Why not hang out together again later on tonight? Post-game show again. I got to remind you about that. So, guys, drop your predictions in there. Dry Protoss is 7-4 Dodgers, I'm assuming. Laura has got a 5-3 Dodger victory. Same with Jason Diamond in there. Our guy Matt says 7-3 Dodger victory. I like that. I love it because we are all feeling pretty decent. We're all feeling pretty froggy here. Dylan Cease, it's one of those things. I want to look up. One of the things I didn't look up is what is Dylan Cease's numbers in his career in the postseason. That's one of the things I did not look up, and I'm kind of curious. We got this. Only 2 starts in his career, both of them in relief. 2020 with the White Sox, AL wildcard, pitched a clean inning, and 2021 ALDS with the White Sox. He pitched an inning and 2/3, allowed 3 earned runs. So this is also Dylan Cease making his major league postseason debut or whatever, making his postseason debut. So hopefully he gets really rattled really quick. That's what we got to do. Dodger fans, again, I've been calling Dodger fans out. Rattle this mofo. Get in there. Get in his head. I don't know says 8-3 Dodgers. Jesus says 5-4 Dodgers. Bob Nightingale in the chat, 9-2 Dodgers. Kevin, we're feeling really good. 18-5 Padres. Kevin, what? Exactly. Thank you, Diane. Says, what? Man. Hopefully you just got bad luck on your side, and I see what you're trying to do. Jersey Dale Strangler says 9-5 Dodgers. Dodgers are going to win, and we're going to feel good. We're going to have celebration drinks and shots tonight in the postgame show. Before we get out of here, I do want to say one more thing. I said I was going to talk about it last night's show. I did not talk about it last night, but Dave Roberts said something over the week or in the middle of the week, and I kind of talked about it on the show yesterday. He said something this week that had me feeling like this team, this Dodgers, and how they've currently been run and currently constructed, it feels like they're finally ready to turn a corner because he admitted something. And it's something, if you guys have been watching me, last couple of years of Blue Heaven in particular, talking about how the adjustments, the Dodgers did not want to make adjustments. They would not. They're watching fastballs. They're striking out. They're trying to earn walks. Max Muncy talked about it last year as well after the postseason on Foul Territory, talking about how they just were not good at reading and reacting and adjusting to another team. They didn't do that well at all against the Diamondbacks last year. Merrill Kelly in particular, and this was an article in The Athletic, so these quotes do come from The Athletic, but Dave Roberts talking about the team needing to have the ability to read and react. His quote was, "You have to be in the moment and make adjustments to what they're trying to do." It's like, why haven't the Dodgers done that more in the past? He's like, Dave admitted that they're kind of slow moving. Hopefully that's gone. Hopefully that's passed, Adjust. If you see Dylan Cease doing something you're not used to, don't, go off script. Don't stick to what the game plan was. Hit the baseball. At the root of what you guys are doing, you're still just playing baseball games. Hit the ball. Move the ball forward. Move the guy to the next base. Score a run. Try to scratch across, 2 or 3 runs. Bunt when you need to bunt and keep the bunt, sign on when it's the right time to do it. So, that messaging now, and having that messaging, I should say, and this is coming from me, a guy who keeps talking a whole bunch about 22, 23, going back to 21. Talking about these 3 years in particular way too often. This is my message now to the team, is just put the past behind you. After first pitch, we can't be talking about those. And I'm going to try to do my best to not bring up, unless there's an obvious correlation or something like that. I'm going to do my best to not bring up old shit. We're going to talk about what the team is doing wrong now. It doesn't matter how it relates to then or in the back, yada yada. Just go out there, play baseball. That's all I got to do. Win some baseball games. Booty Sniffer in the chat. Listen, I love the name there. It says, reading the chat, you can tell who lives in the mama's basement or the mama's garage. Same people here, Deanne, etc. Yeah, I mean, okay. Where do you live? Let us know in the comments below, Booty Sniffer. Diane bringing up a really, really good point, guys. If you want to continue the conversation as we get close to getting out of here right now, you could join us in our Discord if you sign up on Patreon, if you sign up on YouTube members here. It's $5 a month. You help support the show, support the channel, support independent Dodgers coverage here online. I have no backing. I have no tie to the team, so I can say whatever the hell I want. I did not want credentials. I did not want to be tied to the team. I want to keep it real with fans here. And we also keep it real, all talking to each other in the Discord channel. So $5 a month. Check it out. Patreon.com/RealFRG to sign up there, or click the join button around my head here on YouTube. You have a good time, or we'll all have a bad time together if the Dodgers are losing. Booty Sniffer, by the way, is in their mama's converted garage. You know what? I appreciate that. I hope it's nice. I hope that the garage door is insulated nicely, because, it can get a little tough during the winter months. But that's about it, guys. A lot of us feeling really good about this Dodgers win tonight. I think it's going to happen. And Nando390 says Michael Grove has no business being on the roster, but he's here. And, he's not Ben Kasparius, but the important thing is he's not Joe Kelly. If we have to have a Michael Grove and not have a Joe Kelly, I'm okay with it. I am okay with that. Like one of the callers said, I forget who it was, hopefully we only see him in a 6-0 lead or a 6-0, deficit. That's the only time you want to see Michael Grove. They got a lot of other big pieces already in that bullpen, ready to go, ready to fire off when we need him. But guys, that's about it. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. We still got some stuff. We still got a few hours before first pitch, so feel good, enjoy your Saturday, and let's all be ready. Let's be ready. Get them drinks ready for 5:30 5:38, 5:40 something here in Los Angeles. Be ready. If you're going to the Dodger game as well, please get there early. Don't go to Gate E. Don't go to Gate A. Get to the ballpark early and be in your seat and cheer for your goddamn baseball team. We, all of us fans, need you in your seat. You're going to wave your towel. I've said it a few times. And just be ready, be happy. But guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the interaction, hanging out here on a Saturday edition of sort of pregame show, whatever the hell you want to call it. Thank you for the super chats for the folks that did drop some super chats in the conversation, in the stream. Already told you about Patreon. Already told about YouTube members. I should tell you once again, though, if you're looking for any way to support me for free, hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this at all. Hit the thumbs up if you want the Dodgers to go out there and beat those Padres. They will be looking at how many thumbs up this video gets, and that's how they know they need to go and beat the Padres. We got a $10 super chat. Bong! Oh, man. He listen, just for you, Kevin. Kevin sent $10 super chat. Says you're the GOAT. Just a walk-off shot. Listen, for you, Kevin. I've got about a shot and a half in here, so we'll sip it on the way out. But cheers, Kevin Uhas. The rest I'm going to put in my coffee. I'm still drinking my coffee this morning. But, woof. What's I saying? Oh, yeah. Yada, yada. Thank you to the moderators for doing a kick-ass job. Thank you to Kevin for getting that last-minute super chat in. Shout out to... All Dodgers being presented by Bet Online. Do the thing. Shout out to Kevin. Hopefully everything's okay with Doggo Kevin, the Kevin Doggo, and we'll see him hopefully later this evening. I'm Real FRG on the social media machine things. The links are in the description. It's drying out my mouth already. Is that shot? Hit that thumbs up on the way out. Okay, go Dodgers. Dodgers in 4. Bye.